My name is Lamel Melly DeAndre Adkins. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was born October 20th, 1989. I'm the founder and creative director of Merci Dema. Thank you, Tears. Today is September 21st, 2025. We're in New York City. Yesterday, September 20th, 2025, it was the first Merci Dema lifestyle shoot. There were 5 models. Izzy on the photography, Brandon on the videography. I think that ended up being maybe like 6 or 7 hours, maybe like 6 or 7 hours. No, more of shooting. I'm tired. I was overwhelmed, actually. I think everyone in the shooter had their hand in it. I know personally, and I have varying like levels of closeness with them. It felt like sort of a community project, kind of. You know, like Deontay, one of the models, is like from Milwaukee. Me and him are both in the same frat, so that felt like really familiar, and like Milwaukee was there, even though we're in New York. And then like Joe is very New York and a big part of like my college days, and just a great friend now. And Jamia I met through a friend, and she's just like fun and lively. The same thing with Amira. And Nene I met here in the city. She a Queens girl. I felt supported, and I also felt challenged because that's the first time I've ever had to like direct people so consciously, you know. And like at any given moment, I'm thinking about what Izzy is shooting and trying to get a look at his camera, and then like I'm trying to fix a model's hair or make sure their accessory looks good or make sure the clothes look good on them. And I'm trying to think about like what my intended shot list was versus like what's happening. So it felt like a lot of movement. It never felt overwhelming. At times I felt like immense joy. I remember when we were inside the bodega, like I felt like, yes, this is what I want. And then there were times where Izzy and I had this whole shot that I had it on my mind first, and maybe we both sort of thought about it at the same time, but didn't actually talk about it until later, where the court pants, which is a hero piece, I'm excited to shoot them today for the product shoot. We wanted to get people sitting upside down and sort of like play with axes and proportionality, perception, angles, and that was a really hectic scene. Like I felt like Izzy was like sweating like bullets on the camera, and people were coming by. We were getting attention, but I was very aware of how the models may be uncomfortable, even if they weren't. And so what I envisioned to be one of the more fun parts of the shoot, for me, was actually kind of stressful, but I think we still got something like very good. It was nice to do everything from like a Harlem stoop to the Bethesda Fountain in Central Park to a bodega, doing a skit in my apartment. It was nice. So I felt like the day went well, but honestly, I'm so tired. I think I still need like a little while to process it all. We're good on time. We might get there like right at 1:30, which is not ideal, but it's fine. Today we're doing the product shoot, so a natural companion to lifestyle is products, right? I think Merci Dema is this beautiful story and journey. Like yesterday was all about vulnerable luxury on full display, and like poses, facial expression, like how the clothes are draped, how baggy they are, like what the silhouettes were. And today is just a part of the business, but it should still be fun. We're doing product shoot. So we got to shoot all the products so that people can see them and see themselves in them. Then also have a little fun with the products and do more of like an editorial vibe. I'm looking forward to that as well. I think this is going to push me in a totally different way, because there's a product photographer who has done this. She's really good. And so I'm going to be a student mostly. Like I'm going to direct, and if I don't feel good about it, I'm like, no, let's not shoot that, or let me see it. But I'll be kind of following her lead and like learning how to do this because I've never done it. And I think that's the cool thing about starting a brand like this. It's very different than being a lawyer. I think with being a lawyer, there are lots of things to learn. In some ways, they're sort of laid out starting in law school. You know, you need to become a better drafter. You need to become a better negotiator. You need to become a better communicator. They're really like high-level things that get delineated down. I think with being a designer, I feel like that umbrella is so big. You know, it's almost like bottomless. The things that one could improve on, the things that like one has to take into account, the ways that one might have to think. And so it's been a journey, and I'm very young in that journey, so that's exciting. But yeah, today's gonna be one of those times where I'm sort of like being a student and also like continuing to learn how to like express myself and be confident as a creative, even around very seasoned ones. So that's kind of cool. I'm thinking about that snake from yesterday, dog. That shit was so random.
How much is it?
It's 20. I'm gonna pick it.
Alright, is it worth it too?
20.
Unlimited pictures. Vanessa, it was a pleasure. Oh, that's Vanessa? Yeah, no, Vanessa.
But he was down though. He was like, y'all want to use it again? I'm like, no, my boy, we straight.